Hi guys, this is Teacher Patty. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, do the right things, man. And let's learn. Don't be, anyhow with the knowledge. Please share. Please share with your friends, neighbors, sisters. Let's all pass accounting. Okay, so now, guys, sorry, I'm just recording this video at home. So my neighbor's dogs are doing the most. Okay. So now we're learning about assets. Now, assets, we're not learning in the perspective of any general explanation that's out there in the internet. We're learning assets in terms of the conceptual framework. How does the conceptual framework define assets? Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I said there's not much room for creativity and innovation in accounting, because then we'd come up with interesting things that can compromise shareholders' investments. So, assets, it's a present economic resource controlled by the entity resulting from the past event. It's a present economic resource controlled by the entity resulting, yes, oh, that was difficult, from the past event. So what is economic resource? This is the right, a right that has the potential to produce economic benefits. Okay, so you know me and my show and tells, and this time I'm not using Mr. Price. I just found this interesting article that talks about Terraco acquiring Great Westford Hotel, Grace Westford building in Cape Town. So this digital reality-owned company acquires 30,000 square meters building to its City One data center. Okay, so it says here the digital reality announced this week, so that is Feb 2023, that they bought a building with which houses its 5M WCI data center from Ingenuity Property Investments. So now this means digital reality I'm just looking at there's Terraco. Okay, so Terraco, which is the digital reality owned company. So let's just talk about Terraco and the Great Westford. Okay, so Terraco bought this building from Ingenuity Property Investments. So those are the two parties to this transaction. So now they're confirming, whoever Terraco spokesperson is confirming that there was a purchase done for this building. So it means the rights of use for this building now, they are no longer with Ingenuity Property Investments. They are falling now on Terraco. Terraco can direct the usage of this building. So remember, guys, a right can be the right to receive cash. That's if Terraco, the guys now that bought this new building, if Terraco decides to rent this building out, they are entitled to receiving the cash from the tenant. Okay, so also a right can mean receiving goods and services, or it can also mean the right to use the asset or the right to sell the asset. So if Terraco buys this building to just make it a data center like they've been doing before, that is the right to use. So Terraco has the right to use this building. Or if they're just buying it to keep it for a couple of months and sell it, Terraco still has the right. So guys, I hope you understand what a right means. So it's the right to produce the potential to produce economic benefits. So before, the definition of an asset looked heavily on the object. Now it's just looking at the right, the legal powers an entity has in directing the cash to be received, in directing the use or the sale of an asset. So controlled by the entity. So it's critical, guys, to know who controls this right, who has the power to direct the use or the application of this right in certain circumstances. If you're looking here as this Terraco, it's real news anyway, it's not a made up case study. You can see, let's read here. The sale of this prime property was done to provide capital for our large development on the pipeline. Our close relationship with Terraco, one of many good years standing, afforded us the opportunity to identify the appropriate buyer of this unique asset. We are confident Terraco will take this building into the digital future, providing a home for many fine tenants it already has, said Arnold Mascari, CEO of Ingenuity. Okay, so remember, Ingenuity Investments, they owned this property. Now they sold it to Terraco. Okay, so they will make it a data center. So, well, Terraco is a digital reality company. So the owner, they said it in their words that the buyer, they've given over the rights to the buyer, and the buyer has free reign to do whatever with this building, trusting that they'll do the right thing, obviously, and not vandalize the building, just use it for its great prospects, which is making it this AR center that is housing tenants that are about the future, that are about the technology. So guys, now the control now has moved from Ingenuity to Terraco. So it is important that the right moves from the buyer, moves from the seller to the buyer, or it moves from the seller to the entity that is buying the asset. And the entity that is buying the asset has now capacity to direct, is capacitated, whether by a contract or by a title deed, they're capacitated to direct the use, the sale, or the I think it's the use, the sale, or the production of economic benefits, the potential production of the economic benefits by this particular asset. So it says resulting from the past events. Looking at this example of Terraco and Ingenuity, there was a transaction. They've been looking for a buyer. Ingenuity, the property owners here, in case you're lost. Ingenuity, they've been looking for a suitable buyer to buy their office block, and they found one of their old tenants, which is Terraco. And the transaction was entered into where Terraco gave money to Ingenuity, and Ingenuity gave over the powers, the rights, the title deeds, the papers concerning the control and the ownership and the management of the building. So in this case, when it says resulting from past event, the right exists at the reporting date due to the past event. The past event would be when there was the transaction, the exchange that was entered into when acquiring the asset or selling the asset. Okay, so I think, guys, you are going to excel now in answering questions that test your assets, that test your knowledge of assets. Okay, and remember, guys, when you're writing a test or when you're writing an exam, you're expected to reproduce verbatim this definition as is. You're gonna get awarded marks for remembering the definition, because how can you conclude that this is the asset? How can you conclude that this is not an asset? You need to know the definition, and you need to apply the case study to the definition. Guys, thank you so much. This is Teacher Patty. Bye.